We don't want to do as we will. We want to do as thus saith the Most High. Hold that.
That's right.
Give me Deuteronomy 12 and 8 real quick.
Right.
You had something, Mark?
My question, like y'all know, I study with GOC.
Yes, sir.
Where can I research the name of the house?
Where can you research the name Yahushua? You go into the Bible. Just start with the lexicon.
I mean, the book of Hosea 2 and 16, it say that you should call me Ishi.
Ishi and Bar. Okay, we can deal with that. You know, hold that. Let's go there to Hosea 2, right? Because I got a whole thing on that. Number one, we got to deal with the history, right? There's no archaeology that links us to the name of a height. There's not any.
Bible, it's 3:14.
No. Where's the archaeological proof though? Right? Because the Bible, that in the very next verse, say Yahweh too. So now we in a conundrum. So now we go to the history. The God of Israel has always been identified in archaeology as Yahweh, right? When the Moabites, when they defeated us at one time, which is documented in the Bible in an archaeological finding called the Moabite stone, you know what they say? They say we defeated Yahweh. They didn't say we defeated the highest. Why did they say we defeated Yahweh? The same way in the Bible, when we defeated heathen nation, it says we defeated that God, right? When the plagues came upon Egypt, he said, I'm going to war with the gods of Egypt, right? When they talk about Moab, it said we defeated Shemai. These are their deities that they worship. So how we talked in ancient times was, if you defeated a nation, you defeated the deity of that nation. The deity of our nation is always known as antiquity as Yahweh. We're never known by following a God known by any other name. But watch this, read.
Hosea chapter 2 and verse 16. And it shall be at that day, saith the Lord, that thou shalt call me Ishai.
Thou shalt call me Ishi, or in the Hebrew, it's Ayashia, right? When you see the word Yah, right, or the letter Yah, or the Yod as they call it, on the end of a word, it makes it possessive. So when it says, thou shalt no more call me Ishi or Ayashia, or thou shalt call me Ishi rather, or Ayashia, that means that Israel shall call the Most High their man. That's literally what that means. Ayash is man, Yah is plural. So it says, you shall call me your man. And it's going to say Baali, which means you're not going to call me your Lord anymore, you will call me your man, meaning he's going to remarry Israel. That's all that's talking about. That's not in reference to Ahaya and Yahweh. No, Ishi is Ayasha. I can show you that. I can write it for you right now in the Hebrew. It's Ayasha. It's the Ah, the Yah, and the Shah. You said what?
It's two different.
No. Yeshaya is the word for Isaiah. Give me when Yahweh Shah quotes Isaiah when it says Isaiah in the New Testament for me. I'm going to show you. Yeshaya is the word Isaiah. So when you see the prophet Isaiah, his name literally is Yeshaya. Ishi is not the name of Yeshaya, or else it would have been transliterated as Isaiah, the same way the prophet Isaiah is. Now watch this, read.
It shall call me no more Baalai.
Baalai, which are Baali or Baal Yah, which means my Lord, which means the Most High is saying he's not going to lord over us anymore. We're going to be remarried to him. That's all it's referencing. It's not talking about Yeshaya, Ahaya. It ain't dealing with any of that. That's something that's been propagated out there to further a doctrine that some man created, right? When you look in the book of Talmud, you look in the book of Satanism, you know what they call the Most High in that? Ahaya. It's right in the book. That's literally satanic, because you know what? All right, let me ask you, who created, hold on, let me ask you something.
You just went to
hold on, now I got you right now though. Who created the universe? You just said that you created the universe. You understand that, right?
No,
yes, you did. And that understanding that Ahaya is the name of the Most High is literal Satanism, because it's self-worship. Because when I just asked you who created the universe, you just said you did. Ahaya literally means I am. That means you're taking credit for the creation of the universe.
I am that I am. That's
no, yeah, that means that you created the universe. Yes, it does, brother. You have to deal with Hebrew, bro.
Okay.
You got to deal with that.
About to go into what I believe and all what's the name.
Nah, but you brought on Hosea 2 and 16. I got to do it.
Okay. What about the star Rifram?
What about the star Rifram? What is a star? No. What is a star? Definition. What is a star? What is a star? Is an angel? In what context? What is in what context? So every star in the sky is an angel. Is every star in the sky an angel?
That's what it is.
Okay, so that's your understanding. So who got the shield? Who got a shield piece? Who got a shield piece? So let me show you something. We're right there. So are you telling me that is what an angel looks like? Like that?
I mean, I used to rock with this stuff.
Hold on, but I'm saying Is that what an angel looks like that?
No.
So then how is that a star?
Okay, I'm gonna go to script because you.
That's fine.
They say you shouldn't worship nothing above, nothing below.
Well, who worships this symbol? Does anybody worship this symbol? Do I have this painting in my house and I bow down to it and pray to it every day? No, I face the east and I pray to the Most High Yahweh. That's what I worship.
It's still exalted though.
How do I exalt it? Okay. Do you have you ever heard of the Lion of Judah before?
Yeah.
The tribe of Judah had signets. When you deal with our history, we wore signets, right? Like when Judah went and dealt with the harlot, remember, he left her his signet. That was a ring that was graven that had a symbol that represented him and his house. We dealt with that. We dealt with symbology that represented us and characteristics that we had.
Where is that at?
Where is that at? Go give me that in Genesis 38. And where was we at? You got Isaiah for me real quick? Real quick, let's read this to prove that Yeshua is not the name of the Messiah. Go ahead.
This is Luke 4:17. And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah.
The book of the prophet who?
Isaiah.
Which is the transliteration of Isaiah.
Luke what?
Luke, where is that at?
Luke 4:17.
Luke 4:17, right? Isaiah is the Greek transliteration of Isaiah, whose name is Yeshua, right? So if who?
It's two different words.
No, this is the Greek transliteration of Yeshua. The Hebrew word that you're referencing, Yeshua, when it's transliterated, yes, when it's transliterated into Greek, it is Isaiah, right? But the word Yahushua, which is Joshua, when it's transliterated into Greek, is Jesus. That's how we know that the Messiah's name is Yahushua and not Yeshua. Oh, it's transliterated as Jesus in the New Testament.
What? Yahushua?
Yes.
Jesus is the.
Give me Acts 7. Now I'm gonna show you something. We can't deal with rhetoric and meme scholarship, brother. I'm gonna literally show you as what is directly in the Bible.
Call on Jesus. That's a.
I didn't tell you to call on Jesus. I know. Yahushua is transliterated. You know what a transliteration is, right? It's transliterated as Jesus, right? That's not. Hold on, but it's transliterated as Jesus. His name is Yahushua, but it's transliterated as Jesus. Just like the name, no one's telling you to call on Jesus.
I'm talking about Yahushua. That you told me translated into.
It's transliterated into that.
So I don't.
Hold on. Do you know what a transliteration is?
What is it?
A transliteration is taking the phonetic sounds from one language and literally putting them into another language, right? So it doesn't have any significance in that language. They call on Jesus. We're talking about Yahushua. We're talking the same way that, what's your name? Your government name, Keith, right? So Keith, your Hebrew name ain't the same as your English name, correct? But you can say, for example, you take your whatever your English name means and give yourself that Hebrew name. Does that mean Keith, I'm gonna call on Keith? No, I will call on your Hebrew name. But they have translated. This Bible was translated. We can't get around that, right? So give me Acts 7 where it talks about Joshua, the son of Nun, but it's gonna say Nave in there. You know what I'm looking for? It's in Sicarii, but it's in Acts 2. Sicarii might be easier to find though because it's like 43 right at the top.
Okay, go to 43 too, because it's talking about the star of Renfrew.
Hold on. We can deal with all that. But you just told me a star don't look like that, so you've already disqualified yourself out of that.
No,
hold on. Do a star got 6 points? Do a star got 6 points?
Yes.
But I thought a star was an angel. Hold on.
Bring it out.
Does a star have 6 points or is a star an angel, brother?
A star that they made, that the image that they put, it got 6 points.
No. I thought a star was an angel.
In the book of Enoch.
No, that's fake. I don't deal with that.
You don't. I do.
Well, can you prove to me in antiquity that is the book of the prophet Enoch? What historical references do you have to substantiate that Enoch, the man that's written about in the book of Genesis, was the author of that document? You see what I'm saying? But you put your hope in that.
I'm not put my hope in you.
I'm not telling you to put your hope in me. I'm reading the Bible. It's very irresponsible. Hold on. First off, you're telling me that it's a star. You cannot substantiate any archaeology associated with the deity Renfram with that symbol.
Yes,
you can't do it.
Because if you look up Renfram, it means that star.
If I look up Renfram, what does Renfram mean? Who is Renfram? What deity was it? To what people worship? What people worship Renfram? What people worship Renfram? We worship Renfram. Who was Renfram the god of? Who was Molech the god of?
Solomon was praying to Renfram.
Can you prove to me in the Bible that Solomon prayed to Renfram?
Baali. The same thing. The same thing that
You're everywhere, brother. You're everywhere. And you know why you're everywhere? Because Rakashiyar has confused you like he's confused so many thousands of other people. And that's why he leads them into Egypt and gets them robbed, man. Yes, you are. Rakashiyar, like you said, you following GOCC, they are deceiving your mind, brother. You need to purge your mind of these doctrines, man. Because you see how unsound they are in the Bible?
on Yahushua that mean Jesus.
Hold on. Yahushua does not mean Jesus.
The transliteration.
The transliteration, every Hebrew word has a transliteration in another language. Period. So it don't mean what it comes from. It means he is the deliverer. That's what it means. No, it doesn't. Yeshua Yah means my save. That's what that means. Yeshua Yah. That's what you're telling me. No, it actually means Yah or Yahweh is my savior. That's what that means. Yahweh Shai means he is the deliverer. That's what that means. So know the Hebrew before you start saying things like that. Read.
That's right.
Where we at? You in wisdom? Give me that. No, give me that in Sirach about Jesus. Read.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 46, verse 1. Jesus.
Who?
Jesus.
Read.
The son of Ner.
The son of who?
The son of Ner.
This is not Jesus of the New Testament. This is Jesus, the son of Ner, which is Joshua, showing you that in Greek, Joshua in the Hebrew is transliterated as Jesus, but in Hebrew it's Yahushua. So that's how we know that's the name of the Messiah. Read.
Jesus, the son of Ner, was valiant in the wars and was the successor of Moses.
Letting you know, qualifying who that's talking about. It's talking about Joshua, but it calls him here Jesus. Why? Because that's the Greek transliteration of the word Yahushua. Where we at? Shalaka. Give me that wisdom. You know what I need wisdom about the symbol that's falsely identified as the Star of Rimran.
Talk about
This
love.
is the book of wisdom of Solomon.
Talk about love.
We're talking about love.
Talk about love.
All we're talking about is love.
Talk about love.
What makes you think we're not talking about love?
Talk about love.
You see that? But that's all you know is love. And all you've got in this world is hate, but all you want to talk about is love. That's your problem. You're unbalanced, brother. Hold that. Proverbs 11:1. Don't worry about it. I'm going to show you. And that's what's wrong with our people. Our elders have led us to be unbalanced and be destroyed and only talk about love while we get raped, robbed, murdered, killed, and destroyed. Let me tell you something.
Are you serious?
Let me tell you something, my brother. Let me tell you something, my brother. You failed us, man.
That's right.
Younger brothers, you personally have failed us, man. You have failed us. You have done an atrocity to your people. You have failed us.
I've been missing an election in 40
This
years.
is Proverbs 11:1.
But what is it doing for us?
Balance. It's an abomination.
You're an
Videotape me.
abomination, brother.
Videotape me.
Get this
I
abomination.
haven't missed an
on tape.
election in
Yes.
40 years.
And guess what? And you're an abomination.
That's right.
You voting in those elections has done absolutely nothing for the city of Detroit. 40 years, and look what's happened to Detroit in the last 40 years. You're a damn failure, man. You're a failure, man.
Because
How
how long would this last? What you talking about this? In 3 weeks?
It's going to last for eternity. It's going to last for eternity. Read on.
Deuteronomy chapter 17 and verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose, one from among thy brethren.
How many non of your brethren have you voted for? How many whites and Arabs have you voted for, man? Read.
Shalt thou set king over thee, thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother.
But if he ain't missed an election in 40 years, he set plenty of strangers over here, man. You failed, man, and you need to do better, brother. You need to do better. But let's go back to this brother real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 4:12. Let me show you something. This symbol that you call the Star of Rimran is a naturally occurring symbol. You understand it occurs in nature, right?
You didn't hear nothing I said.
Hold on.
All I'm talking about, all I said is that we need to love each other.
You're right.
You're not hearing me.
Right. And that's all we've taught.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all we've taught.
I'm not talking about hatred. I'm not talking about the administrations. I'm not talking about black, white people, none of that. All I'm talking about, I need to come to you and say, I love you.
All right,
that's all I'm saying.
Love you too, my brother.
Period.
All right, brother.
That's all I'm saying.
Appreciate you. All right, I'm having a conversation with this brother though. So if you could just give me a second. Love you, brother.
I won't give you a second. All I'm saying.
I need a second, man.
All I'm saying.
All right. So now listen.
All I'm saying is that we need to love each other. Everybody needs to
hold on.
tell everybody to give everybody a hug.
No, give us a space.
Hold on. I'll give you space. I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right. You all right? Listen.
Tell everybody, give everybody a hug right now.
Go over there and have a hug-a-thon. I'm having a conversation with this brother. I'm having a conversation with his brother.
That's the bottom line, bro. It's love.
I'm loving this brother right now, and you're trying to interfere with.
Well, tell everybody to give each other a hug. Tell everybody to say we love each other. Let's do that.
All right, look.
Is that too hard for you?
Well,
okay, you want to do that? Let's go. Let's go, Queen.
Have me ask you a question when I asked him in person.
Okay.
He told me to come. I just fed it to your video.
Okay.
But at the end of the day,
These people is bugged out.
I literally fed it to your video.
Right.
Okay.
But
I appreciate it.
I'm calling on your site.
Well, listen, you calling on a name that a man told you. I want you to understand
I'm
that.
gonna study to show myself.
Study, brother.
I'm gonna keep on studying.
Always. But let me show you something though, real quick. Last point about this.
Hold up.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not about to let you, period. I already know what the video is. I already know what you're gonna say in the video. But at the same time, it say in the last days that his name should be revealed to the nation, it's gonna be revealed. I can't remember where the scripture at, because I've been trying to find it the last few days, my little brother. But at the same time, at the end, as long as I'm keeping them laws, statutes, commandments, and I'm walking accordingly, I'm helping widows, I'm helping the fathers, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm good. You hear me? Like I said, the last...
It's problematic. I'm going to show you why it's problematic. Hold on, watch. I'm going to show you why that's problematic, though. Acts 4 and 12, read.
Acts chapter 4 verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
So there's only one name given. So you got to know the one name.
I understand that. But I don't believe that that's the name. So I'm
why not?
Rocking the way that I'm rocking.
Why not?
I studied the house.
Well, you need to study more.
I ain't studied under no car.
Okay.
At the end of the day,
you got to study Yeshaya. Because you can't prove Yeshaya anywhere though. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm glad you called my name, because I just walked up. But at the same time, I'm not about to just my mind goes. Right. I'm thinking, and they say don't be emotional, but I'm just thinking like I said, at the end of the day, his name gonna be revealed to everybody. It's not just gonna be your camp that make it.
Of course not.
The guy from my church tried to tell me this GOCC. I'm like, no, bro. If a man keeping the law, statutes, commandments, he doing what he's supposed to be doing, he gonna make it. You hear me? So I don't. If the name I want and I keep on studying and I find out the name is wrong, like I told you, if you show me in the script, I'm gonna rock with it. But I don't believe from what you showed me that that's true.
Hold
so
on.
I'm a pray.
But listen, I read in the Bible. I read in the Bible the name of the Messiah.
I read in the Bible.
And it's Yahweh. It's not Yeshaya.
I'm telling you, I studied the word Ishi and it means Yeshaya.
You studied the word Ishi that means Yeshaya? Spell Ishi right now. I can spell Ishi in the Hebrew. That's not Yeshaya. Yeshaya is no, brother. I love you, so I can't let you do that. You either sadly mistaken or outright lying, saying that Ishi means Yeshaya. It don't mean that. Ayashya is not Yeshaya. Ishi is Ayasha, meaning my man, not my savior. That's a whole different word, brother. It's made up of different characters. Yeshaya in the Hebrew is the Yah, the Shah, the Yah, and the Ha, right? Versus Ayah, which is Ishi, which is the Ah, the Yah, and the Shah. It starts with an entirely different word, King.
Okay, you got two different Hebrews, right?
You only got one.
You got phonetic, and then it was something else. I can't think of it.
Well, different. It
was one before Catholic,
different
right?
dialects. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's why it's two different names that they called them on.
No.
Or a couple different names.
No, you're right. Ishi though in Ayasha, that's how you take it back. Ishi is Ayasha, not Yeshaya. That's it.
But you agreeing that it's two different names? Two different Hebrews, right?
Well, there's different pronunciation though. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So the understand that you might be going through is one that I might not be.
But it's not the same thing as like saying Yahweh and Yeshua. That's dealing with pronunciation, but those are the same words. It's different pronunciation. Saying Ishi is Yeshaya, that's just wrong. That's just not true. It's different Hebrew characters, brother. You're drawing a conclusion that's not there, literally. That's why I'm warning you. That's why I'm urging you so much, because literally, if you research Ishi, it's not Yeshaya at all. All you got to do is look at go to the lexicon, look up the word Isaiah, and look up the word Ishi, and look at them side by side. They're two different words, two entirely different words. So, like it's written, curses man that trusts in man, right?
That's right.
Don't take my word for it, study it, but don't take some other guy's word for it, because I guarantee you, this whole Yeshaya thesis, it's not rooted anywhere in scripture. It's entirely was given by a man, bro.
Right.
It's entirely, because if you telling me that Ishi is Yeshaya, it's just not. There's no way around it. So you got to study to show thyself approved, like you said, and maybe the Most High reveal it to you. But at the end of the day, Ishi and Yeshaya.
He gonna build his name. That's why I'm telling you. I'm just gonna keep rocking.
Yeah, see, look, this is Ishi, right? And it means man, male, husband, human being, person, servant, mankind, champion, great man.
What is that? It's a brown
brown driver and bricks, which is the lexicon.
The
lexicon. This is how you find out the definitions of the Hebrew words that are made up to make the Bible. What lexicon is calling on say? It doesn't matter what a lexicon is calling on. You need to know what it says in the Hebrew, right? How you gonna find out what it says in the Hebrew? You gotta look up the definition. The lexicon is a tool provided to give you the definitions, King.
That's right.
Where did it come from? It came from Hebraic scholars. Hebraic scholars, people who speak Hebrew, classic Hebrew, that compiled this book. If we can't go off with the Hebraic definitions, we might as well just throw the Bible away because we have no clue what it's saying. If we don't know if we can't trust the Hebrew definition, how are we ever gonna know? And listen, even if you don't trust the definitions, it's fine, because Ishi and Yeshaya, if you just look at the letters that make up the word, you'll see it's two different words. It ain't the same word. So we can't, to come to the conclusion that Yeshaya is the name, you literally have nothing to substantiate. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing there. That's why I urge you not to. That's why I'm saying when it says Jesus, granted, we don't call on Jesus, but we understand Jesus is transliterated, the transliterated form of Yahweh.
Every time I hear you say that, I can't mess with that name.
See, but that's because you're spooked out. You're spooked out. You spooked. You spooked. You think Jesus is just some name that's going to do something negative. It don't have no power. It's a Greek name. It don't have no power.
Yeah, I know it don't got
right?
no power.
But Yahweh Shai got power.
That's right.
That's right.
So you're gonna rock with what all the evidence points to. You're gonna not rock with what all the evidence points to in favor of something that no evidence points to.
Exodus 3:14 say I am that I am.
That ain't Yeshaya though. We're having a Yeshaya conversation though. Not that. Not a Ahaya conversation.
What's a Ahaya?
Hold on, we can deal with that in a second. We was just talking about Yeshaya though.
But I started off with a Ahaya though.
Oh, okay, we can go right back to Ahaya. But before we do, you concede your point about Yeshaya.
I mean, I still don't feel that you showed me.
Okay,
I'm about to rock that. Like I said.
Okay. I showed you what Yeshaya is transliterated, which is Isaiah in the Hebrew. I mean, in the Greek.
Where did you show me that?
I read it to you in the Bible. Luke 4:17 again. Let me reiterate it, because maybe you weren't paying attention.
I'm saying Isaiah ain't the same as this.
No. Isaiah is the Greek transliteration of the word Yeshaya. That's what it is, right? Because that's the name of the prophet Isaiah. Isaiah's name is Yeshaya. So when you call on Yeshaya,
I didn't want to go back to the
you're calling on Isaiah.
But even then, like I said, I hear what you said, but like I didn't see some of y'all videos, and I rock with it because I don't mess with it. But at the same time, like I said,
hold on, Yeshaya, what they call the star, and Ahaya, these are different topics.
I understand. I'm just telling you.
So before we jump topics, either we're gonna have to finish the topic, or you're gonna have to concede. Concede.
Okay,
concede. Okay, so what topic you want to do?
I told you that star.
Okay, let's go back to that. Let's go back here.
I gotta go. I'm on the bus. Like I don't really like. At the end of the day, I told her I'm gonna rock with what I'm rocking with. Last days he goes show. You hear me? Like.
Of course, but it's my job to warn you because you're erring in the path that you're walking on.
Like I don't rock with that star.
Listen. You can warn me not to rock with what you're falsely calling a star. You cannot prove that a star looks like this one. 2, this is a naturally occurring symbol. Snowflakes, honeycombs, pomegranates, lilies all naturally make this symbol, meaning God created that symbol. Right?
That's right.
Now read that. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 12. For a double Greek.
4 and 12. 4 and 12.
6.
Later?
Ecclesiastes?
No, Wisdom of Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 12. For the bewitching of naughtiness.
The bewitching of naughtiness, read.
Doth obscure,
read on.
Things that are honest.
So this is honest. But the bewitching of naughtiness has attempted to obscure the meaning or the symbolism of that symbol, just like it's attempted to obscure the meaning of a rainbow. Now rainbow means LGBTQ pride, when a rainbow was a symbol of a covenant the Most High made with all living creatures. So just because somebody wants to tell you what that means, that has no reflection on what the Most High intended it to mean, right? Again, a snowflake, a honeycomb, a pomegranate, a lily, all of these things make that symbol. And all of those things are spoken about positively and likened unto positive things, especially the word of the Most High God, all throughout the Bible, right? So that's why we rock with it. Now, you don't have to rock with it. We don't worship anything outside of the Most High. That's the only thing we worship. But when you go around saying things like that's the Star of Renfram, that's just not true. That can't be substantiated anywhere in archaeology. That's literally just somebody saying that. And I'm going to tell you who said it. Listen, I'm going to tell you where that whole ideology comes from. White Christians that hate Jewish people have went out of their way to demonize it in an attempt to demonize Jewish people. That's why they do it. That's all that whole ideology came from. There's nowhere in antiquity that has that symbol next to Molech. Antiquity, what I mean, anywhere in history, you can't find any artifact that has that symbol and Renfram or Molech next to each other. There's nowhere that that's tied. I can show you that in history, in Israel, in antiquity, in all kinds of archaeology. I can show you as far as 1000 BCE that in pottery in Israel, right? We weren't worshiping no Molech during that time period, right? So why is it that we had that symbol in our land, in our pottery? Why? Because there's nothing wrong with it. And you get more credit to it than we do because we don't believe that thing has any power, right? There we go. Look at this. You see that? Yeshaya. That's Isaiah right there. You put to. Beautiful.
2 Kings 19 and 2.
Boom.
19
19
and 2. I know. Using the modern term when we're talking about that's the same.
You gotta do with the Hebrew.
Yeshaya. 2 Kings 19 and 2. You just look up the word Isaiah.
Look up Isaiah. You're gonna see it. You see what I'm saying? You have precept? Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon.
13 and 2.
Chapter 13, verse 2. But deem neither fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars.
So the Most High said that the stars are a circle. They don't have points. So when people call it a star, they speaking in ignorance. 13 and 2. 13 and 2. When they call it a star, they speaking in ignorance. People have called it the Star of David. Then they got a 5-pointed star. This is that star. A lot of people don't even understand where the whole star concept came from. Because when you have the inverted, what they call the inverted pentagram upside down, all that is a goat's head. That's something different. That dealing with fertility worship in Egypt. That's where that comes from. But even when you turn it right side up, there's plenty of flowers that look like that. The same way the so-called 6-pointed star has several flowers that naturally occur, things that look like it, right? When the Most High created all these things, what did he say? Give me Genesis 1, matter of fact. Genesis 1, and what is that, the 4th day? Give me the 4th, what he created on the 4th day. Baba Bouchard. 3rd or 4th? Is the 4th, the sun, moon, the star, at Genesis 1.
I appreciate it.
All right, brother, appreciate you as well. Shalom. Where is my joint at? Where he creates all like the flowers and all that. Salaki. 1 and 9? Give me 1 and 9. Salaki. Go on. Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 1, verse 9. And the Most High said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And the Most High called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called these seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass.
Let it bring forth what?
Grass.
And what else?
The earth yielding seed.
Read.
And the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth, and it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God said that it was good.
It was what?
It was good.
So if all those things were good, and this symbol occurs in all those things, that means it must be what? Good. It don't matter what the white man said, this is the seal of Solomon, and they bring demons. And first of all, that is madness, man. Right? Somebody prove to me you summon demons with this symbol. I would love to see it. The average person don't even know what summoning a demon. They got demons on them. They don't need to summon them. They already on them.
That's right.
So read. You gotta summon a demon. Nigga, you are a demon. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 5 and 24. And of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit. And of all the flowers thereof, one lily.
One lily, and the lily coincidentally makes this symbol. And if you look at it from the side, it makes the symbol what they call the saint symbol. That's another symbol people say is demonic, right? But in actuality, These are symbols that the Most High gave us. Right there, here we go. This is that pomegranate, right? These are symbols that the Most High gave us. You don't have to use them, but you can use them. But when you go around and falsely call them idols, now you're accusing brothers of idolatry that don't worship these symbols at all. And that's a heinous false witness to bear on somebody. So brothers got to be careful